Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, pleased to be joined by Cameron Moore of Oxford Football. Cameron, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Doing well. Obviously the season wrapped up a couple weeks ago. Obviously not the way you wanted it to end, but still a pretty good way to end the season. I don't know how you could have topped 2024, but you came pretty close. Another successful season for Oxford.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely a great year. I mean, coming off of last year's team, a lot of people thought, we had a lot of seniors graduate and we were gonna have a little bit of struggle this year, but we definitely bonded well and we worked day in and day out, and I think we really proved ourselves this year, coming in at 7-3.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, losing a lot of seniors,
Yeah,
new coach as well.
for sure.
Obviously, not obviously a familiar face to all of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously in a new position. But what was it like dealing with all the newness surrounding Oxford this past year?
Honestly, I felt like it was still kind of like home. I mean, we still knew like Coach Potts coming into it, and he was honestly like a really great coach, phenomenal coach as well. Everything kind of, even with the transition, we thought there was gonna be a lot of change. It kind of stayed similar. I mean, obviously made a few tweaks every day, but honestly, it was a good change.
Yeah. So coming into the year, I know obviously the division that you play is probably one of the toughest in the league, if not the. But what was it like, playing a lot of teams that, were very good and, coming up with some big wins against some really good teams, and also your non-conference schedule was pretty strong as well.
Yeah, yeah, no, I felt really good. I mean, we worked every day, day in and day out to play these bigger teams. Ended up winning most of them. Yeah, so I mean, it felt great. Obviously, winning a lot of OAA games and a lot of non-league, non-conference games was really nice.
Losing a lot of seniors and a lot of you guys coming in, really didn't have a lot of experience as starters.
Yeah,
Obviously, the quarterback with Jack, uh,
yeah.
was a multiple year starter. But what was that like to have obviously have him come back? But this is your class, so this is it's given a lot of you guys a chance to really make your names known. But what was this past year like, just getting out there and obviously the increased responsibility now that with last year's seniors filling last year's senior shoes.
Yeah, we definitely had we didn't have a ton of seniors that we hoped for, but definitely took on a bigger role. We had to keep the younger ones accountable. They definitely matured as a group. I think they got a really bright future ahead of them. So yeah, I think Oxford's on a good path.
Coming into I mean this year, what was the most exciting moment for you? Like, what's the best highlight that you've had this year, or just what was your favorite moment from this past season?
Definitely beating West Bloomfield. That was definitely a big highlight. I mean, they were coming undefeated into our territory, and we were down at half, and I just remember everybody was like, we were all coming together as a team, and just came out second half, really really showed our talents and won. Came out with the victory.
Yeah. What position do you play? Just for people that don't know.
I play wide receiver.
Okay. What was it like, getting to work with Jack? What's he like as a QB to work with?
Man, I mean, I've been throwing with him since my freshman year. Obviously, I didn't really start football till my sophomore year, but he definitely took me under his wing, taught me many things. I mean, he was just kind of, my quarterback since day one. So working with him was a pleasure.
Absolutely. So obviously, I know that football. I know high school football is over, and I tend to always ask this of seniors, like, what does football mean to you, Cam?
Means a lot. I mean, it gives you many friendships, many takeaways. I mean, things you can use beyond just football itself. Um, so much takeaways. I mean, it's definitely a bummer it's over, but I can take a lot of the traits I gained from them and the people around me and use it as my later future.
Absolutely. So I know that high school football is done, but football is not over for you just yet. I know obviously you want to go play at the next level.
Oh yes, sir.
And I know that you've been visiting some colleges, you've been talking to coaches. what's that process been like? Because a lot of that's, dealing with that through the season, going to games and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I definitely would say, like, personally this year, I mean, I had a little bit of a struggle with injury. I was bouncing between back and forth, on and off. I've been reaching out to a decent amount of coaches, sharing some film that I have. It's been going pretty well. I've gotten a lot of responses back. I had my first game day visit yesterday at Adrian, which was really, really fun. Great experience, great environment.
Absolutely. So, I know that obviously, within the next year, obviously you'll have a decision to make, and obviously more, you're going to get probably calls from more schools and stuff like that. And I know, usually, obviously the bigger schools go in obviously December when everything has to, be all set and ready to go, and then of course everything else kind of pops in around January, February, all that. But what's the timeline? Where do you want to when you want to have this all straightened out?
I just, I'm gonna see what's gonna come in. What's the best opportunity for me, where I can see the most growth and development personally, from like a wide receiver standpoint. So I'm hoping I have a camp coming up December 14th that I'm gonna attend, hoping to get a few looks there. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping by the end of towards the end of probably near spring, get into the looks and committing somewhere. Hopefully,
All right. What will you miss about high school football, Cam?
just the environment, the atmosphere. It was just different. Playing under the lights on Fridays was definitely a different environment, and just being around my boys. Those I'm gonna miss a lot of them. Definitely a lot of younger classmen and just my seniors in general. It's definitely gonna be a big change.
All right. Well, since this is your first time on here, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's on your game day playlist or something like that?
I'm more of a rap guy,
Okay.
so anything like Polo G, I mean anything crazy. I mean just something to get you amped up for the game. So towards that rap playlist.
Favorite movie?
It's a good question. I don't really have a favorite movie, if you want to know the truth.
Okay.
Definitely.
All
I
right.
definitely like the TV series Blue Mountain State. That's definitely a comedy show I love.
Okay.
Def-
All right. Okay. What's your favorite meal? Now, this is something you can get out to eat or get made at home.
I mean, everybody knows at Oxford. I'm a big Buffalo Wild Wings fan. That's
Okay.
for sure. You
Okay.
can definitely see me there anytime.
All right. And then finally, what's favorite vacation spot? Somewhere you've been or somewhere you want to go?
Definitely lately it's been Florida, but I'm definitely looking forward to spring break Mexico. I've never been out of country before, so it'll definitely be a different experience, different environment.
All right. Well, Cam, thank you so much for the time as always, and congrats on a great year. And we'll maybe talk to you later on in the year.
Sounds great. Thank you for having me.